Okay, so here's the property at Brick Church Pike. I'm standing in the southeast farthermost corner, kind of the tip of the graduation hat, so to say. The first thing I've noticed is this is a little more hilly than I think you guys would prefer. There is some fence post. We walk up and going along the east side of the property here. And this is probably the steepest part of what would be your land. It kind of V's out, so you really don't have too much of this. Here in a second, we should be coming up on some fence posts, according to the owner of the property that is east of here. But it kind of V's out. The road that you see kind of is the property line. I guess it's a couple feet or yards past that. And we'll stop and get a different angle. Okay, I'm standing now at about where the southeast corner, the left side of the graduation cap, meets the stalk. Sorry about the sun. It goes fairly far back. I can't really pick a good landmark to explain how far it goes back. It's kind of a hill area. There's right about there is a nice flat spot. It kind of plateaus out for a minute. That would be talking to Lisa, we think would be a very nice spot for a house, a building site. We're going to cross the driveway. And on this side, it will take from about here all the way to the tree line. Sorry about that. It is hilly. It's not steep, but I don't know if there's anything on this side until you get really close to the bottom, and I don't think that makes for a pretty location for a house. Okay, now I'm standing in about the middle of the spot that me and Lisa talked about being a fairly good option if it perked out. It's got a slight hill to it. It runs close to the driveway that you wouldn't have to build too much of your own. I'm going to turn this way. I'm going to try to keep the sun out of it. But now the land goes past the shadow. There is a post probably 250 yards from me straight ahead. And that marks the property line. It's just a wooden post. It's probably very hard to see in the film, but it runs, that runs with the property line of the house that is right back there, and you can see the top of it. The post runs, I think, fairly close. It's none of this is marked, so I'm being as close to what this map is allowing me. But where that telephone pole is where the change, where the peak goes, and then it runs down to that tree, that group of trees down by where my truck is. That's just to the left of my truck. Okay, starting off here, we have what I believe is the other corner of the stock of the hat. Goes from here to the fence line, or the tree line. You can see there's a little wooden post sticking out of the tree line there. Let's see if I can zoom in and okay, so the tree line, we followed up, go up the hill a bit. It's not too far after the road curves where I was standing, probably a couple hundred feet, where the corner, other corner of the stocking hat was. Going up this way, trying to keep the sun out of your eyes. It was a couple hundred feet that way that there was a slightly level, pretty easy to build a place. Was that. And then it's comes down, it goes from kind of how the power lines are running into that tree line. And the tree line brings you to the white fence, and the white fence concludes, you know, the property line. It's where the white fence meets those trees.